This is the Sagittarius February 2017 forecast reading. It includes both your love as well as your general forecast. The first card that comes up is the Wedding card, and it's followed by the Lord of the Forest card. Now these two cards together speak of a commitment, and this is further reinforced by the cards that follow these two. So there is either a marriage involved, or there is going to be a marriage involved, or it's a deeply committed relationship that is under the spotlight here. And that Lord of the Forest speaks about you needing to be the one that takes the action rather than waiting for someone else to make their move. If you're looking for a partnership or a relationship, you're possibly going to meet somebody in February, but you're going to have to make that move. And this relationship has the potential for long term. It has the potential for being a deeply committed relationship. If you're in a partnership or relationship, you could be the one that proposes, or you need to have a look at your level of commitment within that partnership or relationship. You need to perhaps re-establish your level of commitment, or have a look at why you are not establishing that level of commitment. Because then the Smith card comes up and hope and happiness comes up. Now this part of the reading, your love and relationship part, finishes up with a hope and happiness card. So the message here is there is hope and happiness to be found within this relationship. Or there is hope and happiness to be found within a relationship that is coming in February. It has long-term potential written all over it. It has the potential to give you satisfaction, happiness. It can warm your heart, basically. That Smith card speaks about, though, having a look at your mindset where commitment is involved. So if you're already in a relationship, perhaps you're even already married, you need to commit yourself fully to that marriage if you want that hope and happiness. The half in it, half out of it is not going to be working for you any longer. And those of you looking for a new partnership and relationship, when you meet that person this month, keep in mind this could be for the long term, and it can bring you much hope and happiness, providing you prepare to make that level of commitment. Now, where your general reading is concerned, it's actually got a lovely reading this month, Sagittarius. You have the Milk and Honey card. You have that woman that can weave rainbows out of next to nothing, and you have the Page of Swords card. Now, the Page of Swords card normally talks about a challenge or a contract coming up, something fairly binding. We definitely have binding and commitment as the two words for Sagittarius in February. But if it is a challenge, understand that those first two cards, see they've both got rainbows, speak about being able to make something absolutely wonderful out of almost nothing. That Milk and Honey card speaks about this almost fluid, easy way of attaining what you want without having to put a huge amount of effort into it. And that woman that is weaving a rainbow seemingly out of thin air speaks about being able to do that. If you put your mind to something and you put a bit of effort into it, you're going to be able to create something far beyond your expectations, far beyond what you would normally be able to create. There are those kind of energies supporting you. And should you be faced with a challenge, you perhaps need to understand that this has the potential for you to weave something completely wonderful out of it. So bear that in mind. Then where your soul evolution is concerned, the first card that comes up, you've got two of the Lion Gods cards here, so they're powerful cards. So there's really powerful energy, I think, surrounding you guys this month. And that first card speaks about, and the second one really, they both do, about learning the truth about yourself, understanding yourself far better. That's possibly the greatest truth we can learn in our lifetimes, is to understand ourselves perfectly, the truth about ourselves, because then we have a far better understanding of what we want and how to go about it, and then we find synchronicity starting to fall into place, because if we live according to our own personal truth, things fall into place far easier. And that Nefertiti card speaks about following your own light, knowing something that perhaps other people don't know, but it's your own knowledge. It's about you and your life. And you possibly can't even explain it to anyone else. They might not understand it, but you suddenly have this clarity about yourself and your life and who you want to be and where you want to go. And it's your own inner light. And you can now blaze a trail that is all of your own. You don't have to rely on what people think or other people feel or what other people suggest. You can see your very own trail lit up ahead of you. And then that final card is quite interesting because that says, despite the fact that you now have this vision of where you want to be and who you want to be, and it's your very own one, and the people around you may not even understand it, there is somebody who is at your side or who is going to be at your side who understands it perfectly and gives you that moral support that you need to move ahead on this path of evolution where your soul is concerned. Sometimes this person can be from another realm. In other words, you're not going to see them, but you're going to feel that support. But quite often it can actually be a physical person in your life that maybe sees that light, sees you understanding yourself, sees you needing to head off in a specific direction that maybe not everybody understands, and they give you the support, they give you the go-ahead, they're there to morally support you. Right, Sagittarius, that is your February 2017 reading. Lovely reading, seriously, a nice reading. If you would like a personal reading, we take a look at exactly how these energies are going to play out in your particular life. You want a love reading, career reading, or 2017 reading, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com or book a reading via the website. Both URLs are showing up in the owl picture. In the following frame, after the owl picture, you see the option of choosing your own cards if you have your own deck. And for a small fee, I'll read them for you. This is interactive, great fun, wonderful for doing small love readings. And I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching and listening.